Hey everyone. So Friday the 20th of May. We're almost halfway through the year. And May has been a difficult month. On the markets, trading, a lot of people have lost money. We've had the crypto washouts with the whole Terra Luna debacle. We've had a bear market sell-off. We've had all kinds of adverse conditions for trading. We've had it's been such a choppy market this month in May, and I'm going to be completely transparent and honest, as I always try to be. It's been emotionally and mentally taxing this month, more so than it is normally. Now, day trading is it's a stressful profession, but it's only stressful if you create that stress for yourself. And this month, I've created myself so much stress with the way that I've been trading and the market conditions. To have a bit of a recap on where we were at the beginning of the month, first day of the month, we had a huge drawdown, almost $30,000 to add to what we gave back to the market last month. So we finished April in profit to the tune of a little over $31,000. We took out of the market as our earnings or wages or whatever you want to call it, $35,000 at the end of April, and then in the first couple of weeks of April, we lost over $30,000. So I cancel that withdrawal and replenish that. So essentially, what we've been trading with in May is April's profits. So I've not been a profitable trader in May. Been a consistently losing trader, if I'm being completely honest, in May. And that doesn't sit very well with me. I did my time losing when I first started, and I look back at the way I've been trading in May. Whilst I've been looking at the patterns and the breakouts, I've not been managing risk very well. I've been swinging for the fences way too often in terms of going big size when I don't need to be. And yesterday was a perfect example of that. So Thursday, the 19th of May, yesterday was a perfect example of that. I went huge size, needlessly, for some pattern breakouts, all flag breakouts, flat top breakouts. And whilst we got a little bit of a push, the breakout, it then reversed and left me in a big hole. We were $16,000 down within 90 minutes of the market open yesterday. And it took me the whole day just to reset. I went away from the close the desk, went away, got some fresh air, walked the dog, came back, and slowly but steadily, incrementally, traded my way out of a $16,000 hole. Finished the day green 3,600. That being said, that was the trade profit. That's not the net profit. Because we were incrementally digging our way and trading our way out of that drawdown on the day, we racked up some commissions yesterday. Oh, did we rack up some commissions yesterday? Almost $2,000 in commissions and charges with ECN fees and the likes, commissions and charges across the board. It was almost $2,000. So it was over half of our gains yesterday when we finished green. Over half of our gains went away in transaction charges, and that's been the way it's been this month. It's been a very difficult, choppy market to trade. We've had all kinds of adverse market conditions. We had a crypto dump with the Terra Luna debacle. We've had market sell-off into bear market conditions. It's been bearish the whole market, but the whole month, if you will, but bear market conditions. So the official terminology is that when a market retraces 20% off the high, it's officially bear market. And today that happened. we had a bit of a bounce back, granted, but we did hit that magical 20% 20% level. So that being said, today we've had a good day, and it's been one of the easiest trading days I've had all month. If I would go so far as to say it's probably been the easiest trading day I've had all year. Why? Well, we started, we went live, we streamed our as we normally do, pre-market live. We didn't take any trades, didn't feel it. Yesterday was emotionally and mentally taxing. I just wasn't feeling it. So I thought, today I'm going to have a no trade day. I don't care what the market conditions are like. I'm going to have a no trade day. I'm just taking the day off. I will go into the weekend, reset, recharge, come back next week and go for the jugular to get green on the month. But as I always do, I succumb to the market. But that being said, I didn't really. So what happened today was we went through the entire live stream and I didn't take a trade. And I wasn't going to take a trade. But to be fair, a couple of things were looking good. I decided to swing. Instead of actually day trading it, I decided to swing. I set my position. I went into to red box to start off with, and took a position, took some quick profits, and then realized what I was doing. Going to set my stop loss at break even, walked away. I got ready, put my shoes on, got the dog ready, put the collar on, everything, get ready to go out, take her for a walk. It was a lovely sunny day, and I just was ready to close the machine down before I went out. And SIGA was moving as well, SIGA. So I thought, okay, I'm doing it with one, I'll do it with the other. So I took a position with SIGA as well, and I'll get to the positions in shortly. Took a position with SIGA as well, and I set a very tight stop. I was risking $2,500, or actually, I think I was only risking $1,000. I was risking $1,000 on SIGA, and I don't even think I was risking $1,000 on Redbox, where I set the stops. So at that stage, I just closed my laptop, took the dog for a walk, and I figured to myself, do you know what? If both trades go against me, I've lost $2,000 today. It's not a big deal. That's a lot of money to a lot of people to lose $2,000 in a day. I understand that. I'm not dismissing that, but the way that I was feeling, really stressed out, I just thought, okay, I've set my position and I set a stop loss. What I failed to do was set a take profit. So you can set a range stop. So you reach your target, it will exit your position for you. It reach your stop loss, it will exit your position for you. And in hindsight, I should have done that, because if I'd done that, I'd have been over 20,000 in profit today. I didn't. And I set a bottom stop loss, went away, did some bits and pieces, came back, 80, 90 minutes later, and found that I was in profit. I'll go into that in a moment. What I want to do is have a bit of a review on where we are on the week and on the month, because today we've had almost $12,000 trade profit. Transaction charges were minuscule. So we're over $11,000 in net profit today. So that eats a lot into our overall drawdown on the month. So when you think we got to a point where we were almost $60,000 in the red at one stage this month, we're now $23,000, just over $23,000 in the red net. And so that's after all charges and commissions and everything else. So just over $23,000. So it brings me to the point that we've got 7 trading days left. So if I round that down to $21,000, I'm doing this just for ease of back of the beer maths. I need to be having a little over $3,000 profit on average per day for the rest of the month, the next 7 days. And if I do that, we'll have a green month. Given where we were at the beginning of the month, given the market conditions, given the crappy way that I've been managing my risk and the crappy way that I've been trading, if we finish this month green, I will take that as a win. I will take that as absolute win. I don't think, based on where we are now, that a seven-figure year in terms of trade profit and loss is a realistic goal right now. I'm still going to aim for that, but we're going to be 5 months in, and we're going to be approximately $300,000 in profit for the year, and that doesn't bode well for a seven-figure profit year. So I'll take what I can get. If we finish the year with $750,000 in profit, absolutely, I'm going to be happy. Similar to last year in terms of numbers, way off what the initial goal was, but last year wasn't a bear market. Last year was a hot market. This year we've had bearish conditions pretty much the whole year. Whilst the first 3 months, we found it a breeze. It was very easy to trade. April was difficult. It took us 3 weeks to trade off the drawdown that we created for ourselves at the beginning of the month. And then the last week we were trading for profit. This month's a little bit different. We've got a week left, a little over a week left of the month, and we're still in drawdown. So we're trading the last week of the month to get profitable. And that doesn't bode well for, as I say, for hitting the goals on the year. That being said, I'll go through the trades shortly. $18,000 this week in terms of a green week. Second green week in a row. Last week we had 3 green days, 2 green days, 3 red days. So we had a green week based on the fact that the 2 green days outweighed the 3 red days, but it was a green week. This week we've had 4 green days out of 5 and $18,000 net profit, which then puts me in a good position going forward to finish the month strong. So I'll talk about the trades. There's not a lot to talk about. Effectively 4 transactions, where I get in, where I got out. And if you're enjoying my content, hit the notification bell. You get to see when I go live. You watch these trades live. Remember to hit the thumbs up button. It just helps with the algorithm on YouTube. And subscribe to the channel. I need all the friends I can get. So with that being said, look, let's have a look at the trades. Let's have a look at how easy it was to make money today. Okay. So we took 2 trades today. 6 transactions in total, but we took 2 trades today. And might have been 8 transactions in total. But either way, we took 2 trades and we finished the day just under $12,000 trade profit. A little over $11,000 in terms of net profit because we weren't active. We started, as I was explaining earlier, we started the day, we didn't want to take any trades, but we decided to take one, and then we kind of went against ourselves to trade it. What I mean by that is that as soon as we took the trade, we thought, look, this is not what you want to be doing. Just get in, get out, and have done with it. So we started off with red box, and we got in red box. We saw this pullback here, and we got in for 452. That was our entry point for the break of the $0.50. And we entered up position 452 and it moved up. So we took a quick profit after 10 cents. We entered for 10,000 shares. We We took 5,000 shares off after 10 cents and immediately added them back. So we were moving the average cost up, locking in a little bit of profit, and just getting a cushion on the ticker, maintaining the share size. So 10,000 shares, and it was moving up, and I'd seen that this was it just hit the scanners in terms of momentum. There was heavy volume, and I thought, well, hang on a minute, we don't want to be trading. Why are we in this trade? So I set my stop at break even. We got a little bit of profit on the day, $400, a little bit of profit on the day, and I just set my stop at break even. Oh, that's it. Don't trade, Tony. Walked away, put my shoes on, got the dog ready to go for a walk, and came back, ready to close the laptop, and I looked at SIGA. And SIGA was deciding to make a move as well. So we looked at SIGA and we decided that we were going to get in here as well. So we entered SIGA at $10.42, $10.42. And we got in here, $10.42. And we didn't even think about it. We just set the stop at the low of the previous candle, which was about 15 cents down. So I think it was 10.27, 10.28, 10.27, I think it was. And we then closed the laptop, took the dog for a walk. In hindsight, and hindsight's 20/20 vision. In hindsight, I should have set range stops. I should have set range stops on both of these trades to take profit after $1. I've gone for 10,000 shares, so if we moved $1, I would have got $10,000 on both trades. And you can see with SIGA that it moved all the way up to a high of 11.76. Now we were in at 10.42. So we would have got our profit at 11.42. Of course we would. Now I came back and we were down here. It was about 80, 90 minutes later, and I came back, and SIGA, it was down, but was moving back up again. We actually took profit here just after 2 o'clock market time. So we made $9,000 on SIGA. I then cancelled the stock with Redbox, and Redbox was, again, look at where we actually got in on the move up. It went up to a high of 572, just under 573 after our an initial entry at 452. So again, we would have had a whole dollar move if we'd put that range stop in place. But hindsight's 20/20, and the way I've been feeling, I just thought, okay, let's see what happens, and I'll see where we are when we come back. If I've been stopped out, I've been stopped out, and I think I was risking across the two trades. I was risking like $2,500. So it came all the way back down. Came all the way back down to kind of 460s, but it didn't go anywhere near the stop, and then it started to move back up again. So it came back here, and it had gone as low as kind of 460, but nowhere near the stop level. Because we came in, we saw this, and it started to move up. It broke the VWAP. At this point, I cancelled the original stop order, and I replaced it with a range stop order, and I put the range at 480 and the high at the low at 480 and the high at 550. So just under a whole dollar. And then I went away and started to cook dinner. I didn't really pay much mind to either of these trades, but if I had, I would have seen some of the patterns emerging. So when I came in here, I probably wouldn't have put my stop at 480. I would have looked for the move up towards $5 and beyond, simply because of this double bottom here. And we ended up getting stopped out here. So we got stopped out, and it were $2,500 in the good on this particular trade. So I can't really complain. I didn't stress over it. I didn't put too much effort into it. I didn't watch the action. I just set the goals and set the stop, and away we went. And I came back and we got stopped out. If I hadn't moved the stop, if I'd just left it where it was, kind of 450 to 550, we would end up getting all the way up to 523, and potentially could have got on to take profits as it moved up, 520s. That being said, we finished the day $12,000 in the green, rounding up, of course, $11,000 net. And anytime you do a 5-figure number, day trading is a good day. It helps with the overall drawdown situation. It gives us hope on finishing green on the month. And very low stress day. After yesterday, a very high stress day, very low stress day. So I'll take that. We're back at it on Monday. We'll be going live at 8 a.m. market time, which transpires where I am as 1 p.m. And that's also Dublin. It's also London time. So come join us, watch live. To be honest, will I be trading on Monday? It really depends on what happens on Sunday. I may very well be hungover, and based on the last time that my football team was in a cup final on a Sunday and won it, I don't want to be trading the next day. I think we lost about $26,000 that next day trading with a hangover. So I'm not going to do that again this Monday. So let's see what happens over the weekend. I will be live on Monday at 8 a.m. market time. Whether I'm trading or not completely depends on my mental state of mind at the time. So in the meantime, enjoy your weekend and stay profitable. Keep hustling. See you soon. All the best.